Here's another sentence completion question with two blanks. This one is built in a little bit of a more different manner. This is a little strange, but let's take a look at it because no matter where your practice tests come from, you have to understand that with the sentence completions, you have to get the logical structure of the sentence. When we reviewed, or if you look at the post on what to do with sentence completions, what are they testing you on, the logical structure of the sentence, how the sentence is built, what does it say, what do those words mean, will always give you the biggest advantage in answering the question correctly. So this one says, in their promotional materials, the diet clinic intentionally blanked the high number of clients who dropped out of the program before reaching goal weight in order to artificially blank the clinic's success rate. Okay, so here you have a diet clinic, right? What's important in the sentence? That is, intentionally, they intentionally did something. Now that has a connotation, that has a negative connotation, right? Remember, connotation is the secondary meaning behind a word. The denotation of a word is the dictionary definition. Well, here, this intentionally did something has kind of a negative, has a dark secondary meaning to it. So they intentionally did something. They intentionally blanked the high number of clients who dropped out of the program before reaching goal weight in order to artificially blank the clinic's success rate. So logically, what would a diet clinic do intentionally to the number of clients who dropped out of the program before reaching goal weight? Right? If you have a diet clinic, well, you're going to get those people off the list to, and here's the key word, artificially do something to the clinic's success rate. Well, you'd want the clinic's success rate to be high. You'd want it to be positive. You'd want it to be good. So you have words like exaggerate, accelerate kind of works. Exaggerate works well. Explain also somewhat works, right? So deny and refute the clinic's success rate don't seem to fit. So I can get rid of C and D just by looking at the second half, right? Because I'm looking at the diet clinic. It took a high number or did something to the high number of clients who dropped out of the program before reaching goal weight in order to artificially do something to the success rate. Well, you'd want, again, the success rate to be good. You'd want it to be high. All right, so accelerate kind of works, exaggerate works, explain works reasonably well too, but C and D don't. All right, so now we have, for the first blank, suppress, inflate. Well, those are opposites. To suppress is to make lower. To inflate is to make higher. And then there's your middle ground answer for E, created, right? We're looking at A, B, and E. So when you look at all of them, right, you look at look at E. The diet clinic intentionally created the high number of clients who dropped out of the program. It doesn't really make sense. And then to continue reaching goal weight in order to artificially explain the clinic's success rate. Well, that doesn't logically make any sense at all. You're not going to create a high number of dropouts to explain the success rate. Doesn't make sense. E is out. Now you're down to A and B. So look at B. In their promotional materials, the diet clinic intentionally inflated the high number of clients who dropped out of the program before reaching goal weight in order to artificially accelerate the clinic's success rate. Well, that again is logically nonsense. Inflate the number of clients who dropped out, and that doesn't accelerate the clinic's success rate. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. So you're left with A. Let's see if it fits. In their promotional materials, the diet clinic intentionally suppressed the high number of clients who dropped out of the program before reaching goal weight in order to artificially exaggerate the clinic's success rate. That makes sense logically. Remember, these are people who write these questions. It's not a machine putting something together. So the fact that it's talking about a diet clinic has to be taken into account. What would they do to exaggerate their success rate? Well, you would take the people off the rolls who didn't get through the program successfully. Make sure you analyze the sentence very carefully. If you can do that, then the next thing to look at in terms of the answers becomes much easier, and you can start to eliminate choices and increase your chances for success.